I've been asked on how I film my YouTube videos, and so today I'm going to be showing you the process that I take and how I set up for all my YouTube videos. So to start off though, is I just grab the tripod, use the camera that is in hand right now, and get this all set up first. So the camera setup I'm using though is the EOS R with the 24-70 RF lens. And then the mic that I have on here is the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. So I already have the light set up though, but the light that I actually use is the Aperture 120D Mark II. And for when I'm filming these top-down shots, what I usually do too is just put the lantern on here instead of the softbox, just because I'm trying to light up more than just the subject, which is me. I'm trying to light up the table that's down below me, and whatever it is that's on the table, that's what I'm trying to light up as well. So using the lantern over the light dome just helps brighten everything else up more. But when I'm not doing a top-down shot, I usually use the light dome, try to set it at like a 45-degree angle, just so I create like a Rembrandt lighting on my face, just trying to shape it a little bit more. And what I usually do put on for all of my YouTube videos is a black Pro Mist filter from Tiffin, and I use the 1.8. And I just like this because it helps get a little bit more of that digital sharpening out and gives it a softer look overall. But what is nice is the house that I'm in is we have the spare room here, and with this closet being right here in this room is what I use for my gear closet. Everything that I need in there, and it's perfect just because if I need to grab something real quick while I'm at my desk right here, then it just makes it super simple. But getting sidetracked a little bit there. But after setting up the camera and the light, what I usually do is like to set up the audio, at least get that taken out and get it all put into position. And what I use is a C-stand here with then a C-stand arm using two different grip heads. And I use the two heads. The one head is to then of course hold the arm, and then the second head is what I use to hold the overhead camera, which I know this is the wrong practice, but I don't have a second camera that I could actually mount properly. So what I do is use the drone and gaff tape it to the grip head and just put the camera just 90 degrees down, and it's getting the shots pretty well for me. And the drone that I am using is the Dji Mavic Air 2S, and this shoots actually 5.4K, which I film in the 5.4K and just crop in a little bit, so then all you're seeing is the table for these top-down shots. What I also use this C-stand for is not just the overhead, but also for the boom arm and the shotgun mic. What I use is a Sennheiser Mke 600 shotgun mic. This is the mic that I found that kind of works better for me. It helps deepen the voice a little bit and pick up more of that low end, and that's what I really like in a mic. So I have this paired up with a shock mount, and I run an XLR cable from this to the Zoom H6. And having the shotgun mic too here really helps out for taking the noise that the fans of the drone are making. It really helps negate those, and in editing I'm able to take out all of those drone noises without any issues. But after I get all of that set up, I got lighting, camera, and audio all set up. The next thing I do then is take my desk apart and move the desk into place. So this is about the biggest overhaul for making these videos, these top-down videos. Just because I have to take everything off of my desk, move the desk over, and get it all into place. And it's quite annoying because I have to take the monitor off every time. But the reason I move everything off of this desk and use this desk instead of the other one I have is because this one has a little bit of a brighter color, and it's just going to make objects pop out a little bit more on here. I have a black glass desk, and that one's not really going to be too well because there's going to be a lot of reflections, the light's going to be reflecting, and also just the objects are going to be falling into the abyss on that. Now what I also use as well is this little Aperture MC light. This I just kind of put wherever I feel is best for the shot, or if I wanted to highlight something in the background. I usually put it onto like the bookshelf that I have, or these shelves that are up on the walls holding up those cameras that you can see right over my shoulder here. And I just like to do that because it just adds a little bit more into it, and just with the mist filter, you know, you just get a little bit more of the highlight blooms there, which I quite like. And the last things that I do here is light a candle. and also turn this lamp on. Both of them, these are going to be a little bit warmer tones. Shouldn't say a little bit, they're actually a lot a bit warmer, just because I am on daylight with this aperture 120D. So it gives a nice contrast in colors a little bit too, and again, just gonna add more practical lights in there. They kind of act as like a little bit of a hair light too for me. And again, just with the mist filter on, it just does a little bit of blooming as well. So now here's the shot that you've all been wanting to know. So I know there's a lot of gear involved, and just don't be intimidated. This has been about 5 years of gear accumulation. So like I said, don't be intimidated by any of the gear I have, and just over time you're gonna be accumulating it. And even I don't have nearly as much stuff as I would like to have. I would like to have more lights. I just like to have more professional stuff, but just due to financials and stuff, you're gonna get there eventually. But just know, use whatever you have at the time and you will make everything work. But there you go. There is a look of behind the scenes of how I set everything up to make these YouTube videos.